everybody. I'm Jordan. We're going to do life skills. So today we're going to talk about self love. So, what is self love to you guys? And why is it important?
I know self-love to me is just really like just appreciating yourself and your body and just taking care of it and just being proud of who you are.
I think that self-love is knowing who you are, appreciating who you are and your differences, your value, all of that amazing stuff, and taking care of yourself because nobody's going to take care of you and love you like nobody else.
Agreed. Sorry. So me. Go ahead, Whitney.
Um, I think that it is kind of on the lines of what Kiana said, being proud of who you are and appreciating yourself if nobody else ever appreciates you, and always taking time because if you don't care for yourself, no one else will.
I agree. I say that all the time. Go ahead, Victoria.
This may seem a little bit weird, but like my version of self-love is like going and just appreciating like every curve, every dimple of your body, and just getting tattoos, just decorating your body, getting like the one I have on my chest, that was my painting. Just decorating it and just calling it yours because it has stuff that you created, markings, pieces of art on your body. In fact, it's a rose. I got it done on my 18th birthday, but that's
so pretty.
One of my paintings.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my version of love. Self-love is just decorating it and then calling it yours and just putting your pieces of art on it. That's how I express mine.
Yeah, I liked how you said loving every, I guess, creation that you make on it. Like,
right, dimple.
Which means like scars too. Like your scars are your decoration. So that's important.
Our paths of life, the obstacles of life. It proves, it just shows that, you've been through, hard stuff in life. Yeah. Whether like physical, just you falling and getting back up.
Yeah.
And it can just strike thought process of that. That's just the way I see it.
I agree. So what are some daily affirmations that you guys say to yourself? Or some things that you should, I guess.
You want the whole list?
No, just one.
We'll be here a while. I mean, I can give you the whole. Okay. So I start when I get up. I do the quick list, but I start when I get up. I'm like, "Ooh, today's gonna be great." I don't care what's happened. I try to get up and say, I might have to get up at 6 or 9, but I get up. I might be rolling. I might be walking. I'm like, all right, today's great. Then I go to the bathroom and I got a whole list I go through looking in the mirror, but I'll just shorten it. But just stuff like, all right, you're good. If no one else is going to say you look good today, you look fantastic. You're going to do good. You got a great smile and a winning personality.
I bet what he really sees in the mirror. I bet this is probably what he really does in the mirror. He goes, looks in the mirror. He's like, you're beautiful.
This is what I do. Bathroom. Oh my God. Have you been working out today? Oh, both of them? That's what I do in the mirror.
Christian at it again.
Right. Back at it again.
Yeah. Where's the toilet? Oh, over there? My bad. I forget. I have fun in the mornings. You guys think I'm kidding. This is literally what I do.
I believe you.
I believe you too.
I am not judging one bit because I do probably weirder.
But you know what? No one else is going to do it.
Yeah, no one else is going to do it.
Enjoy yourself.
So
you gotta be your own inspiration. If where no one else is.
What about you, Victoria? What do you say to yourself?
Well, I get up especially before going to work. I will look at myself in the mirror after putting my makeup on, and I'm like, make lots of tips tonight. You're gonna make lots of tips tonight. Mom!
I'm on a Zoom, Mom.
Okay, Kiana.
Some of the things I say to myself is I am capable I'm beautiful, I'm talented, I'm creative, I'm a producer, I'm a creator, different things like that. I'm a great mom, just a lot of I am statements. And then I like get into the like, hey, daddy, you gonna have a good day today, okay? Yeah, so that's me. But it's a long list of things that I say to myself in the mirror too. I have it taped on my mirror.
Okay.
You missed all the good ones. Like, hey, governor, we're gonna do good today.
That sucked, but okay.
All right, Whitney, go ahead.
Mine's kind of a short list. But normally it's you are smart, you are kind, you are loved, you are important, you are brave, you are strong. It's going to be a great day, and you got this.
Great, great, great.
No.
I don't really have any self things right now, which is something that I'm trying to incorporate in my life, because I think that sometimes I wake up and I'm not so positive because I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go to work and I'm working for free for another 4 or 5 weeks. And
I also have
over
a few more things sad.
So
a few more I think sad for my mom came in and interrupted me. Sorry. The things that I just do, I remind myself of it. And also like me buying my own car without borrowing any money, making my own money and then buying stuff, that makes me feel really good. I'll remind myself of that. You said I'll be like, you bought your own car. That is great. Or I'll just talk to myself about the things that I accomplish in the mirror. But then I also be like, yeah, you look really good.
Now open the safe and give me the cash.
Okay. Hey.
Putting you out there.
Mom's trying to mug me again.
But yeah, I don't really have too much.
What?
Lately I've been just saying I'm gonna pass like my my boards. Like I am gonna pass my boards, because that's something that I've been just overwhelmed with the last like week. This week has been like, oh gosh, it's starting to become reality. Like, Jordan, you gotta start studying so much stuff. And I think I've been putting it off because I'm just so like overwhelmed. But I try to say, you know what, I'm gonna study all I can, and I'm gonna pass the boards, and I'm gonna get a good job. So right now that's where I'm at. We're gonna watch a really quick video. It might not be as quick as I want it to be, and then we're gonna do like Kiana said, they do I ams, and we might have to stop the video depending on the time, but we're gonna try to finish the video and do our I am poems. All right, let me share my screen.
Look at Christian.
Right, literally.
An increase of self-esteem to a boost of confidence. The act of self-love is greatly responsible for many positive benefits of your psyche and your identity. However, there seems to be one problem when it comes to loving ourselves. We don't really know how to do it. So first off, what is self-love? Simply put, self-love is treating yourself similar to the way that you treat someone else that you love. And I think to understand this, we must also understand, what is love? Well, in the English language, love is twofold. It's a feeling, but it can also mean an action. You feel love, as in the feeling, for your cat. But you also show love, as in the action for your cat whenever you feed them. The feeling does not require the action. However, the action usually invokes the emotion of love. So almost everyone knows what love actually feels like, but maybe you don't know what actions that I'm referring to when I speak of being loving. The actions that we correlate with love are things like taking care of someone else's needs, like a parent feeding their child, being thoughtful in your behavior to help someone out, like a boyfriend buying flowers to cheer up his girlfriend, sacrificing your own wants for someone else's needs, like maybe a friend skipping a movie date to visit a friend's funeral. And we also think of them as inside our in-group. In other words, we will fight for them, like if your brother stands up for you in front of your parents. Now, there are also excuses that we commonly misrepresent as love, but they're not actually love. For example, number one would be tolerating bad behavior. Because are you truly a loving parent if you let your kid be bad just because you don't want to punish them? And also, it's not love when you sacrifice your own needs for someone else's needs. This is usually called worship. It's not necessarily love. And lastly, we have an intense or burning sexual desire. This also is not love. It's called lust. And if you're still confused, don't worry. After I get done explaining a little bit about how an ego works, I'm going to give you 11 actual ways to love yourself. So when it comes to loving yourself, all you have to do is treat yourself like you treat a friend that you love. Would you let your friend eat 12 hotcakes in a row? You definitely warn them of the dangers of eating so much, right? Would you let your friend watch Netflix and be sad all day? Or would you go over and try to cheer them up, try to get them out of the house? Would you let your friend lie to you? Would you let your friend go through a nasty breakup alone? What about letting them get back with their nasty ex? Would you let them say negative things about themselves? And would you let your friend hurt themselves? Hopefully, if you're a good friend, you wouldn't let them do any of these things. And hopefully, if you love yourself, you also wouldn't let yourself do any of these things. Why is it then sometimes so difficult to treat ourselves the same way that we treat our friends that we love? The difference between you and your friend in these type of thought experiments is notably one thing: ego. Your friend doesn't have an ego, or at least you don't comprehend it when you're making decisions about your behaviors towards them. You do have an ego though. Your ego usually prevents you from acting on yourself in the same way that you'd act on a friend. Let me use myself as an example. My name is Theodore. Everything that I've done in the past, those are my behaviors. They are basically a summary of who I am. Now, everything that I think about myself, those are my thoughts. They are who I think I am. Now, the difference between these two, who I am and who I think I am, is just ego. See, ego likes to add titles, fancy names, special privileges, and juiced up copywritten adjectives to make your actions seem more important than they actually are. And for good reason too, but I'll talk about those in another video. So here's something called a do-think dichotomy. I do create YouTube videos. That's a behavior. However, I think I'm successful on YouTube. That is part of my ego. I do have a 4-year relationship with my girlfriend. A behavior. I think I'm a loving, caring person. Ego. I do take friends on many vacations. And I think I'm a generous, likable guy. Now, because of our ego, we can't clearly see what we actually do. Now, we can usually very clearly see what our friends do. And because of this, we don't treat ourselves the same way that we treat our friends. So why am I getting into this? Because a part of self-love includes understanding how your identity forms. Now, the goal in self-improvement is usually to get rid of your ego and see yourself objectively for who you are. In other words, to see the true behaviors that you've done in the past. In short, the identity of who you are is who you were in the past.
All right, we're going to stop this video right here and we're going to just talk about it. So what are some things that you guys do and sometimes things that you guys think you do? Or, you know, we're going to use that example.
Well,
so I do this, but I think I am this. So some things, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, negative, but we can just kind of like, we're going to use this example in our lives. So he said, I'm in a 4-year relationship. I think I'm a loving individual. I take my friends on many vacations sometimes. I think I'm generous and very likable.
Okay, I got it. I spend time with my brother and take him out when he needs it, pick him up and help him see his girlfriend. I think I'm a good, caring brother.
Okay.
So play opposite with me. But I mean, I try to be a good big sister. I'm there when my sisters need him. I play with my baby sister. You know, they kind of
So
both
do what I think. So
look up to me.
I play with my baby sister, and I think I am.
I think I'm a all right big sister.
Okay, go ahead, Kiana.
I like to wait. Somebody else can go because I'm
Okay. I go, let's see. I am a good, ooh, hold on. No, I thought I had one.
It's hard. Okay.
That might be my ego talking. Hold on.
that would be the
Okay.
I think part.
Huh?
I said that would be the I think part then.
No, it's I am. Like, what do? I make time for people in my life. I think that I am a good person.
There you go. I drive stick. I think I'm a NASCAR driver.
That's a great one.
Yeah, would you? when you're doing first to second to third, and the car goes, you think you're pretty cool. Is all I'm saying.
I'm weak.
I value reciprocal relationships, and I think I have a lot to offer to people in relationships. Not just like romantic relationships.
Yeah, just in regular. Yeah. Whitney.
I drive really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that I should put that to work as like an EMS worker and drive the ambulance.
That's what my parents do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just
Yeah, they both
like,
work at Life Care.
in the hopes of like helping save somebody else's life, like in that aspect of it, because maybe that extra 5-minute shave off of that trip could be the 5 minutes of saving their life.
Go get your EVOT, girl.
Week. All right, let's try to finish this out, and then we're gonna do the. Well, honestly, we can do two things. We can do the I'm gonna give this up to you guys. We can either do. It's gonna be an either or though. We can either do like how we love or I am poem. So like we can take that test on Gottman's like to see what your love language is. So thumbs up for the test. Okay, I think the test wins already. All right, let's just finish this out and we'll do the test. It'll be quicker. I'll give you guys the link in the chat.
If you want to change who you think you are, all you got to do is change what you've done in the past. Well, you might be sitting back in your chair and going, but Theodore, you can't change the past. You're right. You can't change the past, but you can create it by altering the present. So all in all, if you want to change who you are, you change what you are doing. You give your future self proof that you are a certain type of person by acting a specific type of way. And you do that today. Does that make sense? So back to self-love. If you want to love yourself, you have to change your present behavior until that present behavior becomes past tense. Then, whatever that self-love action behavior was, it eventually turns into past tense. Then you turn into someone who can say, I have a history of loving myself, which also is synonymous with I love myself. Overall, you start to love yourself when the good traits that you would name yourself with outweigh the bad traits that you would name yourself with. You might think that you're lazy, boring, and not fun to be around. Well, you just have to perform some behaviors that turn lazy into productive, boring into adventurous, and not fun into fun. It all starts with your behavioral change.
All right. So it also.
I love that part just now, really.
Yes, and I agree. And that's where we're going to end because it's definitely important to change because I mean, who wants to be stagnant, all of the time? I'm going to stop sharing it. I'm going to let you guys take this test. It's kind of long, but we're going to talk about how it correlates with self-love and loving other people. So let's do
the 5 love languages test.
Yes.
Or, me and my girlfriend took that. Yeah.
Yes. And if you haven't took it, you can take it. If you have that, that's fine.
You got to give us one, Governor. Give us one, Governor, Kiana.
Hello, Governor.
Love it every time.
I want to be a link.
We want to do the 5 love languages quiz for singles. I think they have a singles one. Or teens. Which guys you guys want to do? I mean, we kind of grown. I think everybody on here is kind of grown. But anyway, here's the link. I'll let you guys choose whichever one you want to do.
I'm a grown man.
And if you guys have already taken it, how many of you guys have already taken it?
You're muted, Victoria. I don't think I have.
Okay. This is going to be a good thing for you to take for yourself and as well as for other people. I know, Christian, do you remember your top 2 or your?
I think I'm the one that's more action based.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I highly recommend it from just it helped me and Camille a lot, just kind of because we can only see what we see.
Yeah, so exactly.
So it's nice to see what they see.
Yeah. All right, so just take that, everybody. Take a few minutes, and then we're going to talk about how it's important. The quiz is important for us and your romantic relationships, and maybe even your friendships and stuff as well. So I guess it maybe take like 5 minutes. So 5:07, we'll come back and discuss. For those who are on the Friday rewind, watching the Friday rewind, it is 5 love languages. I don't know if they can see my chat, but if not,
we can put it in the description.
Yes, we will put it in the description. Thanks, Christian. All right, so take 5 minutes to do that. Then we will discuss.
I think I got the exact same lineup as I did last time, so that was pretty cool.
Is everybody done? If everybody's not, we'll give 2 more minutes.
I'm almost done.
All right, let's give 2 more minutes.
Oh, I got something in my throat. I got a hello, pokes. Ooh.
All right, I'm finished.
Is everybody done?
I'm
Yep.
at %, but I can wait on you guys. I mean, well, y'all can go ahead for me.
Go ahead, Kiana, and we'll wait for you.
Because you're worth the wait, Kiana. We value you.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Yes.
Mhm.
Are there any kids?
Mhm. Almost done. All right, I'm done.
All right. Did everybody read up on kind of what it is? What they gave you?
Yeah.
Kind of read up on it a little bit. Okay, cool. So let's just go to everybody and give me your top 2. In order, respectively. So 1 and 2.
Who's first?
I can get that awkward hurdle out of the way. So, for me, it was pretty close. Out of 5, 3 were really together and 2 fell to the wayside. My very top one was acts of service. And right after acts of service, which was at 30%, was quality time, which was at 27. So,
Okay.
for
So
me,
can you tell us what that is? I mean, you kind of done a little bit of already, so you kind of know.
Yeah. So for acts of service, it's really rather than hearing you say, "Oh, I can do this. I love you," more so of, "I did this for you. I came here and I helped you." Even just helping me do homework, something like that, is makes a big difference, and it that's my love language.
Okay.
And I found it funny. Receiving gifts for me was 7%.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised with me.
All right. So cool. Kiana. I'm just going in order in my screen.
Well, my main one was acts of service 2 at 29%, but then I had both at 26%. I had words of affirmation and quality time.
Okay.
So,
does that ring true to you, do you think?
I think so, yeah. I don't really like to have people in my life that don't really offer much. Like offer much type of value, but I think I live such a busy life that anybody that can like try to convenience me in any type of way, like I try to hold on to them.
Yeah.
Or that helped me. I just really, really value that.
Okay. Whitney?
I had quality time at 32% and then words of affirmation at 29%.
Okay, does that ring true to you?
Yeah, I'd rather much be spending time with someone than buying them more stuff because I feel that time is more important than spending money that you might lose, break something.
Right. Okay. And Victoria.
My main one was words of affirmation. Affirmation. How we pronounce that? Receiving gifts is 0%. Acts of service 20%. Physical touch 23, and quality time 23. Which, I mean, it seems pretty accurate to me. But however, about the receiving gifts part. You know, store-bought things don't really speak to me. If you made it, like this is just what I was just talking about paintings. Unless you made something that actually came from the heart, it doesn't really mean anything to me. Which is why I hate it when people go out and buy stuff for me. I can't stand it. You know, if I want something, I'll go out and buy it myself.
Oh my gosh, you sound like me.
But, you know, words of information, when somebody gives me words of encouragement or lets me know that I'm appreciated or something like that, that's the most important thing I see in a relationship, is just saying, I'm proud of you. You know, you did so good. You know, you got this. You're doing great. Or just, you know, I'd probably be the one spoiling them and buying them stuff, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So mine is quality time and physical touch. I am like all about being present in the moment. And I hate when people are on their phone when they're with me. Like, I really hate that. Like, if you're spending time with me on your phone, like, just don't. Cause
that's very disrespectful. Me and my aunt have to
like quality time is so important for me. And physical touch, I love a hug. Oh gosh, a hug will just like feel like it just relieves all the stress from me. Like, I don't really do public affection, but like if I'm going through something and like people like just rub my back or sometimes, I don't know, depends on that because I don't really like to be patted or like rub like dolls.
I hate being
patted. But like if it's like a, you know, I know it's sincere and I just kind of like have a little rub on the knee, like everything gonna be all right, because I try to be hard and act like I'm tough. So what happened, Kiana? Kiana's over there crying.
Kiana, you okay?
Let me see it.
Recording.
What happened? Is it one of them dolls?
On the cabinet.
You okay? You just scared the crap out of her, man.
I thought it was one of them dolls.
My gosh. Show them people that doll, please.
I knew it was a doll.
Oh my gosh.
Am I missing something?
Look at this.
It's freaking easy.
Over
the cabinet, like it's got playing a little music.
Is it gone?
I was looking in my clothes.
I knew it was one of them dolls. Yeah, I already knew.
Oh my
god. If
God.
everybody from MHC recording, y'all know about the dolls.
Yeah, the dolls have been a staple. They're freaking easy.
I hate dolls.
I hate them.
I think of Annabelle and Chucky as dolls.
Don't even say Annabelle.
Annabelle!
Oh
my God.
Came back from the Bloody Mary.
Okay then.
I came in the house and somebody was in my house watching Chucky. I took their phone and threw it out and turned the TV off. I was like, "Get out of my house! What are you doing?"
I watched Chucky. I watched the entire collection of Chucky one night. I couldn't sleep, so I just put Trolls on. Then I watched Moana, and then I watched Cinderella. It didn't help at all.
Nah,
well, it helped a little bit, but like still, I can't believe I watched all that. Scary movies are just not scary anymore. They just suck.
I know.
All right, so back to this. We're gonna wrap it up. So the importance of learning your love language is learning how to love yourself. If your thing is words of affirmation, speak those words to yourself, because that's how you feel loved. If you like quality time, spend some quality time with yourself. Figure out what you like.
Do that a lot.
I guess you can't really do that with physical touch, but with everything else, you can kind of love yourself in that way. If you like spending time and you feel most loved that way, like spend some quality time with yourself, speak words of affirmation to yourself, do things for yourself. And that doesn't mean work. That means take some time, like go get your nails done, go get a pedicure, go get your hair cut, like make yourself look nice. So
I spoil myself a lot.
Yeah, spoil yourself. And importance of that with relationships, as you guys it's important. I'm going to say this, and I need everybody to listen because this is the most important thing that I'm about to say. Just because that's how you love, I mean, that's how you feel love, doesn't mean that's how everybody else feels love. So it's important to know everybody or the people that's in your life's love language is most important to you, because you have to love them how they feel loved, not how you feel loved. So if mine is acts of service and Christian's was words of affirmation, I can't do stuff for him and he feel love. Like I have to do stuff like give him encouraging words or something like that. Same with friendships, not even romantic relationships, friendships, anything. Like you have to like do what the other person has to feel love. So it's important in friendships and relationships for everybody to take this quiz, whether you're a couple or not. Granted, like friendships are relationships, so it's important to take care of those, take care of yourself and take care of those. So that quiz was super important. I hope everybody learned something about themselves today with Whitney's and my activity. I hope you guys learned something, and we're out. We're wrapping it up for today. So thanks for joining in, Victoria and
Thanks.
MHC.
You're welcome. Sorry.